Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of my Road to DIPWSET vlog. For those who don't yet know, the Diploma in Wines through WSET is an expert wine accreditation. It's literally the last step I need to take before I'm eligible to apply to the Institute of Masters of Wine. Over the next few weeks, I'll be tasting through some incredible wines from some of my favorite producers around the Western Cape. I'll be tasting and also evaluating these wines according to the WSET systematic approach to tasting, to evaluate their quality and also assess their readiness for drinking. I've recently set up a crowdfunding campaign on BackaBuddy to help me finance the diploma. The links will be provided across all my social media platforms. I just want to send out a massive thanks to all of you that have been kind enough to step forward and make a contribution thus far. I'd also like to say thank you to the amazing producers that have been incredibly generous to supply me with these wines. Without them, these videos just wouldn't be possible. I was also super overwhelmed by all the support my last video received. The liking, the commenting, as well as the sharing means so much to me. Remember that the more you share these videos, the greater the possibilities are that I actually make my target amount. Every wine I taste over the next few weeks will be included in a mixed case of 12, which you can get your hands on. All you need to do is make a small contribution to my BackaBuddy campaign. So, today I introduce to you the Stark-Conde Stellenbosch Syrah 2017. The farm is situated in one of the most beautiful areas of Stellenbosch, the Jonkershoek Valley. Because of all the mountains, as well as the different soil types, the aspects and altitudes, Stark-Conde is able to produce world-class wines. The daily affairs on the farm are run by owners Jose and Marie Conde, as well as head winemaker Rutger van Wyk. The farm is committed to producing handcrafted premium wines, with production being kept as simple and as natural as possible. Jose Conde is actually a graphic designer by trade. He's then a self-taught winemaker and now the cellar master to Stark-Conde. He originally comes from the United States, and when you speak United States, there's 3 specific grape varieties that just pop into mind. Can you guess what they are? 1. Chardonnay. 2. Zinfandel. And 3. You guessed it, Cabernet Sauvignon. Now I know Jose prides himself in producing some of the most amazing cab known to mankind. Although, the wine from Stark-Conde that really captivated my taste buds and seduced my palate was the Syrah. I remember the first time I tasted the wines at Stark-Conde. The wine left me speechless. It changed the way I saw the wine industry as a whole. I just couldn't fathom the quality that these guys were putting into bottle. I mean, this wine literally made me see the light. I think now we need to open this wine so we can crack on with that evaluation. Okay, so now that I've finally evaluated the wine, I'd like to take my hat off to head winemaker at Stark-Conde, Rutger van Wyk. A giant of a man, but somebody who's got a real gentle and sophisticated touch when it comes down to winemaking. After tasting this wine, it makes total sense why Rutger picked up the Diners Club Young Winemaker of the Year award in 2018. Since that, he's gone on to accumulating award after award, as well as getting some astonishing reviews by some of the world's most renowned critics, as well as wine experts. Cheers to that. Okay, so let's get down to these notes. For the appearance, I gave the wine deep ruby. On the nose, I gave the wine a medium plus aroma intensity with aromas of black plum, black cherry, some prunes, as well as black pepper, cloves, and also cinnamon. The wine really holds its own at 2017. I could only really find primary as well as secondary characteristics on the nose. And because of this, I said that the wine is developing, and how this wine is yet to develop. On the palate, I said that the wine is dry. It carries a medium plus acidity, a medium plus tannin structure, and has a high alcohol. And like I said in the previous video, it's the alcohol that really constitutes to the body of the wine. So, being a high alcohol wine, the wine carries a full body. I gave the wine a medium plus flavor intensity. The wine is actually quite savory on the palate, so this is now that little bit of development that I was hoping to find on the nose. Along with that, I got some black cherry, some cooked plum, as well as cloves, and a little bit of dark chocolate. The wine also boasts a very long, lingering finish. The flavor concentration of this wine is phenomenal. This has a lot to do with where the farm is situated. The vineyards are some of the highest vineyards that you'll find in Stellenbosch. And what altitude does to a vineyard is that it really slows down that ripeness process. This allows the grape varietals to ripen up at their own pace while still retaining that lovely natural acidity which gives the wine freshness. The concentration of the wine is also coming from the fact that the Syrah comes from vineyards that are about 21 years old. The yield that they're getting from that vineyard is about 6 tons per hectare, which is very low. On top of that, in 2017, Stellenbosch was still in quite a serious drought. And due to the lack of water, there's quite a bit of strain on those vineyards. But that strain can also contribute to amazing concentration of fruit, which is something that you find within this wine. The Syrah is also unfiltered and unfined, and that's going to give weight to amazing texture on the palate. The more I spend time with this wine, the more of a floral note I start picking up on the nose. And this comes down to the fact that I know that the farm does co-ferment a little bit of Roussanne as well as Viognier with the Syrah. For the assessment of quality, we use the Blick system. Balance, length, intensity, and complexity. This wine gets a point for balance, a point for length, a point for intensity, and of course, a point for complexity. Therefore, giving the wine an overall quality assessment of outstanding. For the level of readiness for drinking, I said that the wine can drink well now, yet has the potential for further aging. So this brings us to the conclusion of episode number 2. And yes, I'm fully aware that there is an alcohol ban. Although us as wine appreciators and lovers have a responsibility to try and support these farms as much as we can. It's up to us to keep this beautiful culture alive within South Africa. So why not purchase wines, support these farms, and have them deliver the wines to your doorstep once the ban is lifted. Again, I'd like to just tell all of you watching this video that there is no standard when it comes to your enjoyment for wine. And remember, be kind and drink good wine. That's tasty.